everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. I get confused these days because I've been going live on Thursdays, I've been going live on Fridays, I've been going live on Wednesdays. It's a little confusing for me. But it is Sunday, and it is our regularly scheduled uh, craft time together. So I'm happy to see some people are already in the chat. Hi, Kim. Looking forward to this. Yeah, it's going to be fun today, Kim. I've been playing a little bit already. Jim, nice to see you. Missed you the last couple of lives. Suzanne, hello, hello. If you guys can just give me a sound check and a visual check, let me know that I am good. I am showing that the mic is working, so I should be good. I should be good. So yeah, I was a few minutes late because I was getting ready to go live, and then all of a sudden my phone rang, and it was my husband. And he's like, "Do you need anything at the store?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." He's like, "Okay, we're heading home," because they were fishing. And I'm like, "Don't forget, I'm going to be live." He's like, "Oh shit, you're doing that right now?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, bye." So he's supposed to remember that at 3 o'clock I go live with you guys. So people are starting to come in now. I see Heather. Nice to see you, Heather. And Robin, hello, hello. And Cordelia, hello, ma'am. Nice to see you. So we got a good quorum here. And I think we are ready to go. So, couple of announcements. There are 2 more kits left for the holiday Halloween hoopla. If you want to pre-order those to guarantee you're going to get a kit, there's 2 sets left. I'll send out another email. Hey, Tina. I got a card in the mail for you, Tina, so be watching for it. But there's 2 kits left. And then once I sell out of the pre-order, I'll see if I can get some more, because like I said, as we get closer to the holidays, guys, it's going to be harder for me to get the kits. So what I'll probably end up doing is, if I can't get the full kits, then I'll just offer in the shop pieces of the kit. And then as the videos release, if people like what I'm making and want to duplicate it, they'll be able to see what products I was using. So yeah, so if you haven't signed up for the free class yet, sign up. Even if you don't get the kit, it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a good group already signed up for the class, so it should be fun. And then I have a freebie out on the links, and I'll show you that in just a minute when I transition down. So some of the stuff we're going to play with today, I wanted you guys to be able to still play even if you don't have what I have. So check out the links for the freebie, and I'll show you what those are. So today I just wanted to kind of share with you some journals, like how to cover journals and how to decorate journals. It's not necessarily creating the journals. I have videos on that before. I probably should have linked some for you. But I wanted to share a new set with you and some new product I have in the shop. So let me go ahead and transition down. I think that's all the announcements I had. Other than, let's see. Of course, thanking my Patreons, my Backstage Pass holders, you guys, and the Facebook group. I just sent you some information that there's a new kit that you can download. So it's available for you to download. For those of you that aren't a Backstage Pass holder, why not? Because I create these digital kits and you can download them and play with me. But if you still want to play, there is a new kit out there, and I will be sharing that with you. And it's only $3, so it's not very expensive. I'm going to be adding it to a bigger kit that I'll be doing for the kit of the month in August. So for you Backstage Pass holders, thank you for helping to support my channel. And creator members, I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much. The creator membership, you get a kit of the month, whereas the Backstage Pass, you get all of the digitals in the shop for free. And for some of you Patreons out there, go ahead and give a little shout out. Let me know. Give a little endorsement for the Backstage Pass. I'd appreciate that. Jim, shoot, I wish our fridge was running. Our freezer went out. So we have a freezer in our back room, in our mud room. So we had to transfer all of our stuff from our inside freezer to our other freezer. It's one of those side-by-sides, and I don't like the side-by-sides. So the fridge part is working, but the freezer part isn't. So I think we're going to have to get a new freezer. And so one of the dilemmas of being so remote, we're not sure if Home Depot is going to be able to deliver to us. So we've got to figure that out, because I certainly can't help him bring a freezer or fridge into the house. So I don't know how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out. All right, I think that is it for the announcements. Let's go ahead and transition down to my messy desk here. And let's get some playtime on. Alright, so I did print out a few things, trying to be prepared and proactive. Let's see. Let me bring this down. I think that's pretty good. Not too bad, right? I think that'll work. Alright, so let's see here. This camera. Alright, I think we're ready. Okay, so I've been printing out some things, but let me show you what the freebie is. So this is the freebie that you can download. There is a link in the description box to click on it and download it for free. Yeah, Kim, it's a great deal. You definitely should look into it, because now that I'm not sick anymore, everybody knock on wood for me, now that I'm not sick, I'm actually back into the creative mode, so I'm making lots and lots of things. So yeah, so this is a freebie. So for those of you that still are on the fence about the Backstage Pass, you can download some of my freebies that I do just to give you guys little testers so you can see the quality of my images and whatnot. So you can download this for free, guys. And then this is the new kit. So it is a take on, let me find it. This is where I got my inspiration, guys. So you guys remember this kit, right? It's an old one. It's Tim Holtz's Layers kit, and it's called Collector. And I was going to play with this, and then I went to try to see if I could find it, and there aren't too many of these out there. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right place, I don't know. But I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and create my own ephemera kit that we're going to play with today. And it will work well with the little library journals I have. So yeah, so let's just kind of go through the pages. It is 3 pages, and it is going to be part of a bigger kit. But if you just want the ephemera, I know some people just like the ephemera, you can just get that. So this ledger book here was actually made off of this. I just kind of enlarged it, and I made this. And I made this book a while ago. And it fit perfectly for my little library book journals. So that's why we're playing with that today. So yeah, so you've got, and these are just ephemera pieces that I've collected throughout the years. This was a perfect attendance certificate. Cleaned it up. This ledger I had. This is how it originally looked, and as you can see, I took off all the writing when I used it for my ledger book, but I kept the date. And then I had these old tins that I scanned, and I put as part of the kit. I have this old baking powder book that I opened up, scanned. Got a ruler that I actually made, a couple of just pieces that I made. This was taken from an old invoice, or probably an old catalog, not an old invoice, right? But I just took out the label. I got a couple of vintage invoices that I had in my collection. I created this off of an old invoice. This actually was on the top of the invoice, and then this part was on the bottom. And I just cut it and created it into a little strip. It's kind of cool. I've got an old high school report card, and funny story, this Iva Peterson is my husband's great-grandma. I believe great-grandma, right? Great-grandma, yeah. So we had some of her stuff, and I scanned it. So this is an old report card. Couple of just round labels. This came off of an invoice. And then this piece here, public ledger calendar. I'm not sure where I got that, but just another invoice I had. Some more pieces that I cut out of an invoice. Another tin that I happen to have in my collection. And then just, this was from a town officers. It was a page, and I just kind of trimmed it down. An invoice, and then a little library, public library tag. So yeah, so this is the ephemera set 1, and it is available out in the shop. And go grab it. It's only $3, and we'll be playing with it today. All right, and then I also printed out, since it's kind of a school theme I'm playing with today, I have these old school class photos that are part of a kit, and I've linked it all in the description box, and then a couple of just individual class photos. So yeah, so just a few things printed out here and there. All right, so this is the ledger book that I created. It is, like I said, a book I put together out of old paper that I had, and then I just enlarged it and created a book. And it holds these little library journal books perfectly. So these are new in the shop, guys. And I wanted to have something kind of vintagey looking, but also something that we could add to our journal books, or just to decorate and have as a, you know, a little book with the holidays coming, or even just in general. It's just nice to have a little notebook. I know I use the spiral notebooks all the time, but then when I got sick, I created my own little book to track all my appointments and whatnot. Because I thought, you know what, why have an ugly spiral notebook if I could have a pretty one? So that's why I decided to put these in the shop. I'm going to decorate some of them, so some of them I'll sell decorated. These are actually, and they'll be a little more expensive if I decorate them. So if you want to decorate themselves, you can get the kit, buy the journal book, and then decorate them. And then you guys, I have videos out there on how to create these journal books, but maybe we'll have another tutorial on it. This is just like I said, a book I actually had forever, and I never had any journal books in it, and these fit perfectly. So that's what I did. Maybe I'll end up selling this. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's what we're going to do today. So I hope everybody's cool with that. Another thing I have in the shop are these new borrower library cards. And you guys remember these, right? But we're going to create some vintage ones. So this is how it started out, and this is how they look. And I've been playing because it's just so much fun to get grungy. So we're going to create these. I'm going to recreate these with you. And we're going to use a new stamp set that's in the shop. I've already shared this with you guys, but I'll share it again. It is this new library stamp set, I guess. And I used it on this one here. And then this one I created using Tim's. You guys remember Tim's, right? His had just the one strip. And that's what kind of inspired me to actually get these for the shop, because I wanted more than just the one strip. I wanted to be able to have it as a background. So I decided to carry these in the shop and kind of keep it all working together. And then all these little name stamps, these are all the stamps that are in my shops, guys. So, well, I shouldn't say all of them. So one of them is the Kathy Holden. I do have links to these stamps. So the Kathy Holden called Sign Here has all the signatures. So I used some of those. And then I used some of the signatures from this set here. You can see some of the signatures. And then I want to say, let's see, where was the other one? It's set 2 and set 4. Yeah, here it is. Here's some of the other signatures that I used. So yeah, so everything, well, most everything that I'm using is linked in the description box. So if you want to make some of what I'm making, you'll be able to find the product pretty easy. All right, so let's get to it. What do you say? So Kim, you made some of the tapes, huh? Yeah, those are great. I have them right on my desk. I'm gonna play with these today as well. Tim's tapes are mostly sold out. I've been looking for them, and they are sold out, guys. They are hard to find. So if you need to make some of those vintage tapes, I do have a video linked in the description box, so you guys can make your own vintage tapes. But all right, so let's get to it. So the colors that I used for this are, let's see, I used scattered straw, mostly because I had it on my desk. Ooh, thanks for the hearts. And then, of course, walnut stain, you guys know that one. And then I also used old paper. So those are the three that I used to create this look. And these cards, these cards have front and back. So if you don't want to have the author title and then the author name or the title, maybe you just want to have the due date and the borrower name, you can choose what side you want to use. And if you're going to have it in a journal book, we're going to make little pockets for these as well. If you want to have it in a journal book, then I would definitely color both sides. Yeah, Robin, you should. It's a lot of fun. Hey, Brandy, you like the new kit? Great. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun too. The new kit's a lot of fun. Told you guys, I'm feeling good. I'm in my creative mode. So, all right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're going to add our old paper. This is a color I don't use very often, but we're gonna use it today. And I'm just going to cover it. Let's see if I can maybe bring this down a little bit more. I don't know where my remote is. There, it's a little better. All right. So just adding my old paper. When I first started playing with this, it kind of looked green. I mean, it definitely has a green tinge to it. But once I added the scattered straw to it, it kind of gave me the look that I really was kind of going for. So let's see here. I need to actually add labels to these because I've been bringing out all of my new little foamies. All right, so this is scattered straw. And then I'm just going to add some scattered straw to it. just to kind of give it that yellow tinge that you usually see on old paper. And then I'm going to turn it over, even though I'm probably not going to stamp both sides. I'm going to go ahead and color both sides, so that way, you know, if I do end up putting these in journal books, they're already the same color. And then I'm going to come in with my scattered straw. And then what I did earlier, I probably should have done this first, but on, let's see, on this one, I actually dipped it into some water, which we'll do right now. I probably should have done that first, but let's see if we can still get some grunge out of it. So let's just kind of put this on the mat, and let's see, I'm going to use this side. I just want to put a little bit of grunge onto it. It's alright. I just wanted it very, very slight. Okay. This is a Swifter. So what I happen to have handy. And then let's dry that. So we've got a little bit of grunge, and then really loving this Distress Spritzer. I wasn't sure I was going to be a fan of these, but I like how subtle it is. Watch this. I really like how subtle it is. Ooh, that was a good one. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm just gonna dab these up. And let me just do that a little bit, and then I'm going to come in with my my walnut stain, right? Desk spanking. I like it. I like it. All right, so we're going to just add some of this to the edge, and as you can see, I'm pretty rough with this. I just kind of get it and put it. I don't do the blending or anything. I just go right in the crease. Because that's how I roll. And then after that, if you want to blend it a little bit more, just come in with one of the colors that you've already used. If you want to make it a little bit more subtle. All right. And there you go. Isn't that cool? It turned from a white card to a vintage library card. So I think that was a pretty cool transformation. All right, so the next thing we want to do is I'm going to use the new stamp set because I can. But if you have the Tim Holtz stamp set, Eccentric, I think is what it's called. This fits really nicely right there. I mean, you could easily do that and then fill in all the names, which is what I did here. But that takes a lot of time, which is fine. I mean, when we're crafting, it's not a race, right? But you can use this if you want to stamp the names in. So there's a couple ways you can go with it. If you want to be just a little bit more grungy, like I was here, this is where I use the bigger stamp, and that's what I'm going to do right now. All right. Yeah, Robin, it's amazing what a little bit of ink will do, right? All right. So let's go ahead and lay this down here. Okay, so let's see here. Just want to make sure I get this right side up. And I think that looks pretty good. And then just put my magnets there, and we'll use the Misty to hold it down. All right, and I used, what did I use on my last one? I used my archival ink, so maybe it's still on my desk, but maybe it's not. Well, I used my archival ink on the very first one, and so let's just use black, I guess, which is fine. I think the brown is a little bit more subtle. I did brown on that one, so you can see it's a little bit more subtle. So the black will be definitely more distinct. Okay. I know, right, Kim? That's the story of my life, things getting lost on my desk. Alright, so that's still pretty good. I like it. Alright, so that's black. And then I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to put this back. And we're going to fill out the author and the author's name. So, let's see, there are several options here. I was using, for the very top, I was using the one that said publisher. Let's see. Let me find it here. Publishers and Booksellers is the one I was using. This is either set 2 or set 4, I can't remember. Linked in the shop. Find it in the description box. But Publishers and Booksellers is what I used for the top, and it fit perfectly. Melody, I'm glad you can join us. You missed us on Thursday. I saw your note where you said you were watching all of my previous 7 days of Halloween. Some great videos in that list for sure. So you can easily get lost in it. I've already started thinking. It's always a process with me when I do 7 days of Halloween. Because first I have to think about it. Well, first I pull out my stamps, all my Halloween stamps. And then I have to think about it. And then I have to put my project together. And I try not to make a prototype and then another one, because taping your video in advance, you know, takes a lot of time, and I don't want to necessarily do it twice. And my cards tend to be a little bit more extravagant for my 7 days of Halloween. So I try to just come up with the idea and then just go with it. Alright, so that was publishers and booksellers. And then the next one says author. So I can just use any of the names. Let's see, Dave Woodworm, Thomas Schaff. I like Dave. Dave sounds like a good author's name, right? Okay. Dave Woodworm. I don't know. I don't know what it says. But alright, so that's the author. And then we need a title. Now this is kind of where I struggled a little bit, because I didn't really have any words that had titles. So let me just take another peek here. Maybe I missed something. Yeah, some of those older videos, the links may not be good anymore, unfortunately. Let's see. Just looking for a... But if there's something, Melody, that you're looking for, shoot me an email with an image, and I'll see if I can figure out where I got it from. Shipment collected. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out a good title. And that goes for any of you viewers. If there's ever a question you guys have, just shoot me an email, because I always try to be helpful with our crafting endeavors. Let me see. Yeah, see, I don't really have anything that would be a good name for a book. I'll have to look through my other stamps, because maybe I do have something and I just haven't gone through everything yet. Yeah, that would be fun. There are some, in the kit, there are some blank library cards that you can definitely do that. Let's see. So in my other library card, I used, what did I use? I used something. Perfection. This hand doesn't want to stay in. I might do that. So I don't really see anything that would be a good name. So I guess... Ooh, I have an idea, guys. Hold on one second. supposed to be reaching, but I reached because it stretches where my incisions were, but I'm pretty much healed. All right, so these are my old catalog cards, and I bet you we could find a good title on here. I've even got some authors, and let's see. Man's Quest for Political Knowledge. The politics of modernization. Ugh, I don't even want to think about politics these days. It just makes me sick. Alright, what else do I have? The Devil in Massachusetts, a modern inquiry into Salem witch trials. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. Alright, I'm going to save that to make another card off of that. Let's see. Theories of political... See, I don't want to do politics. See, those are kind of in... I'm just kind of checking this out here. Let's just go with one of these. Stop reaching. I know, Kim, I know I'm not supposed to. Yeah, I need to, well, I usually have a little stool that I stand on, but it's kind of full of, it's, my stool has things on them. So yeah, I've been pretty good though. I haven't been stretching too much, because they don't want me stretching. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this here. Now we're gonna have to color it, I think. I just got a head rush. That was interesting. Okay, so let's see. Maybe a little bit more trim. I love how it matches the red that I stamped for the publishers. Let's see. Let's see if I can cut even. Probably not. Let's see if that will work. Is that Julie I see? Hey Julie, welcome, welcome. Alright, so I think, gosh, it needs to be a little bit more. I might have to hand trim that. Let's see. Oh, I can get my fancy scissors out. My fancy dancy scissors. Let's see if we can just get a little closer. Loving these scissors, guys. I do recommend them. Alright, I think that might work. So I want to get it in, I want the lines to show. And it's very thin. Very, very thin. So let's see. I think that might work. Alright, now of course I'm going to have to color this. Should be pretty easy, I think. And then we'll glue this. And don't worry, that other part of that catalog card, it's not going to go to waste. I'll use it. You know I will. It's pretty good, I think. Not bad, right? All right, pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so there's the title, y'all. Let's see. Now I'm contemplating putting this, but maybe I won't. I'll think about that. I can always come in after the fact. Sometimes when you're crafting, you got to think on it. I'm feeling really good, Julie. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I feel good. I mean, I went to the surgeon last week, and he said I'm still not as healed as he wants me to be. So he's going to give me a couple more weeks before we start the next process. But that's where he said, you know, don't lift a lot of things, don't stretch, and I'm not a very good patient that way, but I'm trying. All right, so that looks good. I like it. I think I like it. And then the next thing you can do, so once you have this, I mean, gosh, there's a variety of things you can do. We can add, you know, paper dolls if we want to. You know, I'm always for a paper doll. If somebody says, Monica, do you want to use paper? And I'm like, yes. You don't even have to finish the sentence because I love my paper dolls. I'm thinking I need to order me some more of those small ones, but I probably shouldn't because I have so many paper dolls. But I'm thinking maybe I should. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, look how cute those little kids are. So we can do something like that. So cute. I love it. They're very cute. School kids would be cute too, right? But gosh, there's too many of them here. Maybe I can cut. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to cut those little kitties. Yeah, there's no question. Should we use a paper doll? Yes. The kits, the Halloween Hoopla kit is going to have paper dolls, you guys. I'm going to force my obsession on y'all. Isn't that cute? Look at that. How cute they are. See, these are just a little too big. And I like the adult paper dolls, but I really like the kitty ones. I think they're so sweet. Just kind of looking. Oh, here's a new one. Let's see. Brothers. Yeah, I think for a library card, it's got to be a little kid. He's cute. I know, Julie. I hear you, girl. All right, I like him. He's cute. Maybe we'll use him. I mean, the way I go through my, the way that I go through my paper dolls, it probably wouldn't be a bad thing to buy them whenever I can. All right, so that's cute. I think I'm gonna do that, and that will will fill in some of the blank space, because we definitely don't want any blank spaces, right? He looks like a reader. I think so too. I think so too. And he's the perfect size. So there we go. All right, now I still have to make the little pouch that he goes in. In your free download, don't forget to go download your freebie. This is what we're going to make. So I gave you one that you can make for the travel one, but I also gave you a blank one, so you can easily use that. I'm going to use just some manila paper because I want my colors to match, and I'm going to use the old paper and the scattered straw again, so that way my paper will match. But this essentially is what we're going to make. All right, in a minute. His name is Reed. All right, I'll take it. I think that's cute. Okay, so let's flip to this. I probably am not going to decorate this outside because I love how it says Ledger. Although a paper doll would be really cute. Oh my gosh. See, I say I'm not going to do something, and then I'm like, although, I don't know. Too many decisions. I mean, look at these boys. I think I'm going to have to add a paper doll, you guys. I mean, it kind of fits perfectly, don't you think? Y'all better be saying yes. Because I think that's what we're going to use. All right. The adult Reed. I think I'm going to go with the kids because I don't want to cover up. My little date here. 1900 to 1907. They look like hooligans. They kind of do, don't they? But they're going on my journal. They're going on my journal. I think back in the 1900s, kids were hooligans. Could be wrong. Although, there's certainly a lot of hooligans out there these days, huh? Okay. There you go. Like it. I like it. All right. And then when we make the little catalog pocket, it's going to go right here. So we'll do that in a minute. So the next thing we need to do is we need to decorate this. So I'm going to pull this out just for ease sake. Striped outfits. Kim, how dare you? These cute little boys. Alright, so this is where our digital kit comes into play. So let's see what we got going on here. Alright. So unfortunately I did not cut these out ahead of time, y'all. So I will try to be as quick as possible. And you're right, I think Melody said the scan and cut probably would work really well with these. There's a lot of right angles, which the scan and cut loves. Alright, so this is the Nashua High School report card. So we'll use that. I think that would be a good one. And then, let's see. Kind of like kind of like the calendar, and I like the public library, so let's just cut those, right? Let's see. Kim, you love the signature, that signature. Did you make the book on one of your videos? I don't remember. This, are we talking about the ledger? Is that what you're asking me about, Kim? Let's see. Or are you asking me about this? If you're asking me about the signature book, I did not make that. I got it, and I added it to the shop because I thought it would be great for a journal book. But I think you certainly could make it, right? But I like it because it's the shiny, and it's the kind of like glossy. And I can't on a digital. I mean, you can print on glossy paper, but it doesn't fold as well, in my opinion. So that's why I decided to just get it already made. And then this book, I don't think I did a video on this. I just happened to make it one day. Sometimes I just craft to craft, y'all. Okay, so let's get some walnut stain going on. And this digital set has some great colors too. Let's see. Something like that maybe. We're just going to kind of play here. Public library. Ooh, ooh, where is my little corner chomper? Did I actually put it away? Yeah. I can't believe I put this away. I use it all the time. Okay. Early 70s. Yeah, that's not to say you're old, Kim, but that's still pretty old. But I'd say probably 1922 is a bit older. A bit older. All right. And you know what? We can now we can use this catalog card that I cut up. Let's see, and we can cover that little hole there too. Let's see. Let's figure this out. So maybe something like, see, I don't like it like that. I'm going to do it like this. Something like that. And then, see, this is kind of where your practice on your clusters comes in handy, because that's basically, clusters basically are what we're making. We're just putting it onto a journal. So yeah. Let's see, maybe something like that. I don't know. And then we can put something like that. I'm just looking at my pieces here. I like the ruler, and I like, maybe we'll use one of these tins. I like the Crayola one, but I'm not sure if it matches with the color palette. We'll put it up against it and see if it works. perfect attendance is fun too. There's so many great pieces in this little kit. Okay, so we'll look at the ruler, and then we're going to look at this perfect attendance thing too. He's old. Alright, so this is, at least he had perfect attendance. Ruby Parker had perfect attendance. I think probably girls were more successful in the attendance records than boys, but I could be wrong. When I have no evidence, right? Okay, so there's my perfect attendance. Let's see what we got going on. Maybe I won't use this. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And I could put this here. Nah. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. I can use this for part of the ephemera if I wanted to. That. And then I can do something like this. Put that over a little bit like that. We'll go like that. What do you guys think? Something like that? I hear what you're saying, guys. It's hard to believe I'm 57. I don't feel 57, although I don't know what 57 is supposed to feel like. I think as long as we feel good, right? All right. Yeah, I was thinking about that little girl. I may not use it on this one, but I might use it on another one. Because remember, this little book has 3 signatures, so I can easily use some of the other ephemera as well. So I'm trying to just. I think that's pretty good. That layout's pretty good, I think. Oh, I like that round circle too. We'll decorate a couple pages here. Yeah, but you know what, Kim? I've gotten over covering things because to me it's the end result, and I know I've said that in a lot of my videos. Don't get hung up on the layers underneath. Look at the overall result. I mean, you still got the background, so. And that's what's nice about this, is you can buy these in the shop and not decorate them, right? All right, so I think that's pretty good. So let's, now some of you at this point, you might want to take a picture, but I think I can remember. I mean, the big thing for me is just remembering where to start. And Kim, And while I like this background, I like the layers a lot better. So I'm okay with covering it up. I am okay with it. But if there are parts of it that you want to show, then be strategic about it, like I've said in the past. You know, be strategic about your layers if there's something that you don't want to cover up. Okay, so we'll put this right here. Right? Yeah, I think for those of you that are minimalists, I can see where it would be hard to cover things up, but that's not me. It ain't me. Alright, I think, how did we do this? I think this is what we did. I'm certainly not a minimalist when it comes to using ephemera. It's just so beautiful, I want to use it all. Perfect attendance. And of course we're going to put a paper doll on this, guys. Don't you fret. And then I think I'm going to put, maybe not, I might not put that. Maybe we'll put it on another one. Alright, so this is going to go here. And then this is going to go somewhere like that, I think. Do I use press and seal? No. I've heard of people doing that. But I don't feel the need for that. But the type of crafter that I am, Kim, I don't need it to be perfect. Some people are perfectionists. I'm certainly not one of those people. So I'm okay with it not being exactly perfect. Alright, I think that looks good. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there. And then we can finish it off with the paper doll. Don't want to cover too much of it after I did all those layers, right? So we'll get maybe, let's see what we can find. I want it to be a bigger paper doll. Let's see what we can find. It's cute. Maybe. That guy always comes around. He's always around. Let's see. Oh, this is cute. She looks like a little schoolgirl. Maybe I'll do this one. She looks like a little schoolgirl, doesn't she? And then that way I don't cover up too much of my layering. What do you guys think? Maybe something like that? Yeah? I think so. Alright. Yeah, Robin, I saw that Hobby Lobby has Tim Holtz stuff on clearance. I saw that as well. That's all the way in Billings, so we don't get there very often. Although my son wants to go into one of the sporting goods stores, so maybe we'll have to check out Hobby Lobby. All right, I think she's good because she looks like somebody that would have perfect attendance. All right, there you go. So that's my little book. And these papers, you can craft on them if you want to. You can make them a little bit thicker by adding, paper to them, and you can collage. Maybe this will be a collage book for yourself, especially with digitals. Keep in mind, like Robin said, you don't have to hoard the images because you can create them over and over again by just printing them out. So don't, and that's one of the reasons why I started making digital images, is because I was always afraid to use, my favorite pieces. But if you can recreate them, then all you got to do is just a printer away. Alright, so let's put this back in. And then, I don't know if we're going to have time to do another book, but you can do the same thing on the other books, right? It's just ephemera. It's just collaging, no big deal. I do want to make the little library pouch here, so let's do that really quickly. And then we will call it a day. But I think I need to put a little Scotch tape on there. Where's my Scotch tape? Let's put a little Scotch tape on there. What do you think? It looks good. I like it. We'll just do that. Alright, so these are easy peasy to make, guys. You're gonna need a scoreboard, and you're gonna have to figure out, you're gonna have to do some math. I know y'all don't like math, but neither do I, but you're gonna have to do some math here. So let's just figure out exactly how much we're going to need. So you're going to want to score half an inch, or a quarter of an inch and a quarter of an inch. So this is 3. So if we go, let's cut it at 4 to start with, and then we can always score it down. So that way we're not working with this big piece of paper. Alright, and then 2 maybe? Let's see. Math is great. How dare you? Alright, so I think that's good. It's a good size too. Alright, and then if we do half, no, let's do 3/4. Let's do 3/4, and let's see where we're at with that. So we're going to need to cut, let's see, what am I doing here? Yeah. Sometimes I start cutting before I think. I would not recommend that. But you know what? It's just paper. Right? Okay, so, and then that'll fold over that way. And then let's see how much we need to score for this one. Have any of you guys been using this sander that Tim Holtz came out with? I'm kind of liking it. I did it on this photo here. Let's see if I can show you. And you can kind of see the little scratches on the photo. It looks kind of cool though. I like it. All right, so we'll go here, right? And then let's figure out how much I need. So I want to do 1/4 of an inch. So I think if I cut it here, that should leave me 1/4 of an inch. All right. Hopefully. Maybe not. We'll see. We shall see. All right. So, see, it's not. I think I cut too much. So we're just gonna do just an eensy beensy one. I think that'll work. See, my math skills aren't too great, apparently. And then let's cut this. All right. I guess we could always cut the card a little bit if we had to. Ah, perfect. I don't know how I managed that, but I did. All right. Robin, you have his original sanding block? Yeah, I do too. I do too. I use this for my bigger items, but what I like about this word, I lost it. What I like about this one is that you're not scratching up everything. I didn't think I would like these little discs, but I do. You know, and that's a lesson I should say is well learned. And Tim says this as well. Is don't be Mr. McJudgy. You know, you may like it and you just don't realize that you like it until you try it. So, you know, if you're on the fence about something, say like, for instance, here's a great example. The spritzers. You know, I was like, I don't need those. You know, that's not anything I need. And I don't need them. But after using it, I really like it. So I'm probably going to get me a couple more. I'm not going to buy the whole set. I don't think I need the whole set. But, you know, I was Miss McJudgy. And turned out I actually like it. So, lesson for me, right? Alright. And I don't care about this grunge I'm getting on the back because this is going to get glued down. Alright, so let's... I actually should have colored this first. So let's just get some color on this to match my library card. So, I see Jim's talking about Tim's Halloween. Yes. I have had a couple people tell me about that. So I am very excited about his Halloween release. So yeah, I can't wait. Alright, in fact, we're going to use our spritzer right now, y'all. Alright. Give it a little bit more grunge, right? Don't say wrong. See, I should have grunge this up. I can still do it, I guess. Don't say wrong when I say it needs a little grunge. Alright, I'm kind of back on Tim's videos. I haven't watched the ones on the alcohol inks, but honestly, I knew I wasn't going to buy any more alcohol inks because I just don't use them enough. I got enough. Oh, now I'm tight. It's alright. And let me think. Do I have a stamp that will work? I could put... I could put a little book stamp. That would be cute, right? Let's see. Little books. And then let's see, what are my sayings here? Between the pages of books is a wonderful place to be. I like it. We lose ourselves in books. We find ourselves there too. It's time to write the next chapter. I like it. All right. That fit? Let's see. I gotta find something that will fit. Let's see. It's time to write the next chapter. Let's see. Since it is a little journal book, right? So maybe I will stamp the sentiment first, right? And then the book. So yeah, I may have to trim that library card for sure. We'll have to see about that. I didn't want to, but I have room if I need to. All right. Where is my black ink? Should I do it in red? Why not? Why not? And this stamp set stamps really well too. Okay, let's get a flat surface at least. It's time to write the next chapter. There we go. I like it. And then my little book, I think I'm going to use my Misty for this because I want to get a nice crisp image. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect, guys. If I can line this up nice. Okay, and do that in black. Where's my black? Oh, I should use my date stamp too, huh? Okay, the desk is getting too messy. There's vintage photo. Let's try that. looks good. Okay, so Kim is saying I might need to trim the library card. I saw that. Yep, we'll just say yes, ma'am. That's right. Okay, so I think this works all right, I think. Okay, so I think this is ready to get glued down. Okay. So put that there. And I'm going to let that dry a minute. But that is it, guys. So I don't think I'm going to have time to do the rest of these. I got to get my enchiladas going. We're having enchiladas for dinner, and I got to get my rice going as well. But if you're interested in getting these little journal books, they're not very expensive. They're in the shop right now. Available for you, along with those little library cards that you guys can decorate up yourself. And don't forget this cute little stamp set. I love it. The only thing I hold in my store are things that I use and love, so you can always count on that. I think we need to put a date, though. What date should we do? So my dates go as old as 1963. So I guess we can do a 1963, right? What date should we put? 1963. I guess we could do October 31st. Let's see. What date should I use? October 31st? That might be kind of fun, right? Or we can do... yeah, let's just do October. I've been kind of in a Halloween mood. But it's not really a Halloween journal. Let's see. October, September, August. I guess we could do like a July. A July what? July 21? We'll do July 21. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. It's not really a significant date other than it's old. And I want to use my stamp. So let's use my stamp because I can and I want to. And I think it looks awesome. Alright, so this will go in here. And I might not have to trim it, guys. And that's it. The only other thing I wanted to remind y'all, so if you did pre-order the Halloween Hoopla kit, if you want it early, typically I send it out about 3 weeks before the class, but if you want it early, send me an email and I'll get it out early for you. I've got everything now. And I'll be sending out an email to y'all next week anyway. But if you do want the kit early, I have no problem getting it out early for you. Just make sure you keep it in a safe place so you guys remember where it's at when the class comes. The year you started first grade. That's cool, Cordelia. All right. So that's it. That's all I got for you. Be sure to check out the shop. Don't forget to download your freebie, which is available now. And then the new kit is also available in the links. Yes, give me a thumbs up, guys. And we will catch you on Thursday. All right. Bye.